This is John T for the Boxing Voice, and I'm joined this evening by David Adelaye's assistant trainer, Eddie Kelly. He looks like he's in his hotel room in the bubble. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, just good, all chilling, just watching the films, eating the food, waiting till I can leave the room.
Good stuff.
And then,
stuck in there now all night?
Yeah, watching a bit of bit of TV. Got the food, got my biscuits. I'm sorted.
Good job there's no Arsenal on again. Yeah, bad result for the weekend.
Yeah, I'll be able to watch it. I brought me fire stick with me. I'm sorted.
Quality. Right, well, look, you're in the bubble because you're there with David Adeleye, up and coming, rising heavyweight star, if you like, from Britain. So last time out, he had another big win, another stoppage. So 4 wins now, four fights, 4 wins and 4 stops. How was that opponent, and how was the night for him?
If you look at from his first fight, he's a totally different fight to now from his first fight. When I remember being in the crowd watching him. When I was with Hamza, we were sitting there, we was watching him, and he was a bit rushing, a bit erratic. He was trying to take the heads off, but he looks like he's really settled now. He's got obviously a new trainer on board, which is Frank, and I work with Frank closely, and you can see what he's done with him to make him. He boxes off his jab, he takes his time, he don't rush it, and he moves better than most heavyweights. He's more athletic. He works off his jab. Everything comes off his jab or his movement, his head movement. He set things up, and he has got one of the best jabs I've seen in training. I see it all the time. You just got to do it on the night,
Yeah. I'll tell you what I found interesting. Obviously, the fans won't, but I bumped into you and Frank and David in another gym last week that I was at. And when I was up close next to him, which was the closest I'd been to him, I was surprised he was a lot more athletic than what I thought he was. He looks athletic, but he also looks quite quick stock, but he looked more athletic. Yeah. Which for a heavyweight, he could definitely move at pace, I would have thought.
Yeah. Well, the difference is you look at Joshua. Joshua looks big. He looks like a big, he looks like muscular, very muscular. David's very muscular, but he's got that athleticism about him. He has got that spring in his step, and he can move well, moves really well, and and this opponent he's got on the weekend, he will look good against, I think, because he comes to win, he will come to win, shall I say. He's busy, which will leave openings, and I think David will exploit them because with his style of boxing, he can make you miss and make you look silly.
Yeah, it does remind me a little bit watching him move. He definitely looks like he's going to have the power of someone like a Joshua, but maybe a little bit of speed or movement, a bit more like a Fury. So having a bit of both for that could make him very dangerous.
Well, I think where he sparred them both, he adds things to his game because he'll learn. He'll take something off Joshua. He'll take something off Fury. He'll take something off. He's been sparring Chisora. He'll take stuff off them. He learns. He's learning all the time, and he's only 4 fights in his pro career. He's got a long road left him. He's only young. He's a very young heavyweight, but he's banging on the door. He's knocking people out, and he's stopping people on their feet. So he's making the right noise as a heavyweight should be.
Definitely. There's a lot of noise about him. And I think the fact he's a heavyweight, that does happen. Now, I know you and Frank and David won't overlook the opponent at the weekend, but I think myself, like a lot of people, are probably expecting him to get the win. How quickly do we think that we start to maybe fast track him? He's still a young lad. There's no need to rush him, but yet you almost feel like the levels need to start going up a bit quick.
Yeah, because of the heavyweights, you can, but because of the age, you don't want to go too fast. I'll leave that to Frank. There's a reason I'm assistant coach because I'm more honest to his boxing, and I'll add little things like with Frank. I'll tell him I'm honest with Frank, and Frank wants that, And Frank's, we work together really well. So I'll see things I'll pick up on. I'm not really too interested in who he's got to get in front of him till it's there, it's on paper, and then we can say, right, well, this is what he does, this is how he does it. Let's look at that. And we work together. And Frank is the main coach, and there's a reason he is because he's done a great job so far with him. And I'll go back to when you said about we expect him to get the win. I expect him to get the win, but on another level, this guy is busy, and his record does him no favours really. But he's actually better than his record. He's one of these guys. Yeah, he's coming. You expect David's going to get the stoppage. He's going to beat him. Blah blah blah. But this guy's busy, and he does come and he does throw punches, and in the heavyweights, anything can happen, But I'm confident that David does the number, But it ain't a walk in the park. No fight is.
might be a bit more of a test for him then, and learn a bit more, you know, whether he can take a punch, those kind of things, etc. Well, we look forward.
Someone throwing back. Yeah, let's see. You know, someone who wants to come and try and derail you. Because when you're starting, everyone wants to derail you. They want to win, but you just got to be clever enough not to. You know, give them anything to do that.
Yeah. Fair enough. You're in the bubble there, and the main fight was going to be Sam Maxwell against Akeem Ennis-Brown, which was right 50-50 tear up for some titles on the line. I think Akeem Ennis-Brown's got injured last week, so that's off. So I think, is Sam Maxwell still on the card against Ben Fields?
He's still on rent. I think he come out today. He's got Ben Fields. He took the bout last minute, but I think it's gone down the order. Like I was speaking to you earlier about, I think Sam Gillies now took headlining. I think, but it's going to be a cracking fight because Sam Gillies is a fighter. You know, he does entertain, and the guy's ain't no walk in the park either. You know, so yeah, it's an exciting card. I think, to be on.
Yeah. So who wins that in your opinion? The main fight, Danny Bull or Sam Gillies?
I'll edge towards Sam Gillies because I think he adds that little bit more. You know, he'll have that little bit more in him. A little bit more. He's a little bit more clever, I'd say.
Okay, cool. Still a great card and
a
good headliner there. Also, there's a card on Saturday night on BT, which a load of another great fights on there, but it clashes frustratingly for the fans maybe with the box office on Sky. Which one will you be watching?
Well, I used to train Uma Khan. He's fighting on the Queensberry one. I'm not one of them. I'll train him and that's it. I'm done with him. I really want him to do well, so I want to watch that. But I also want to watch the Gibraltar one. I'm really looking forward to seeing Congo and Mickinson, and I think that's going to be the fight of the weekend. I think Mickinson or it will be Cheeseman and Metcalf. I don't know. It's going to be some good fights the weekend. I know that. That
particular card's got some really good 50-50s on. Both of those you've just 50-50s with the bookies, which tends to prove it right. You've obviously won Povetkin. He won the first one, so that's looked at 50-50. William White. And then there's a couple of others on there. Kane Baker, that fight's a 50-50 as well. Who do you think wins the big fight? Does Dillian avenge the loss and get that win?
I think so, if he's smart. You know, if he's smart, you don't switch off. Just stay switched on. I wouldn't say it was a lucky punch the last fight. I'll say it was planned because as the run up to the punch, he actually was trying it, and then he pulled it off. You know, it's not a lucky punch. If he worked it, kept trying, missed it, then he landed it. He was setting him up for it. The only thing to say he's not lucky, but he walked on. He should have known. You know, he's looking for that shot. He didn't pick up on it, and I'm afraid in the heavyweights, like you say, he got tagged. And it was a punch that put anyone to sleep, you know. So it's nothing to be disheartened about. I just think if he stays sharp and he stays on it, I'd have to edge towards Dillian White.
Do you think he needs to change much, or is it just a case of being a little bit more alert and not switching off? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, listen, maybe he did switch off when he had him hurt and that. Maybe, you know, I've always told fighters I've done Hamza and that when he hurt Ryan Kelly, don't jump on him straight away because he's still dangerous. Take your time. But I think just stay a bit more alert. You know what I mean? Stay more when he's in the corner. At least tell him just stay switched on. Worry about what's coming back still. Because he looked like he just stopped caring what Povetkin was trying, and Povetkin threw a lovely shot, and he didn't even he was gone, wasn't he?
Yeah, so, I mean, I thought Dillian, the way the first two rounds was a knockout in the second round or the third. I can't remember, was it the second round? But the beginning of the fight, the first round definite, and part of that second round, he looked so good, Dillian White, with the two knockouts.
Yeah. Oh, that was in the second round. Was that in the second round? I think it was second.
Yeah, I think so. And he knocked him down twice. I was sat there thinking, Jesus, he's doing so far. If you use it as a yardstick, obviously Povetkin v AJ, I was thinking he's going to do even better here. And it looked like maybe he just got caught, as you said. I think some people, I'm not saying Dillian, but some people underestimated Povetkin. I mean, he'd only been beaten by two naturally much bigger fighters in Joshua and Canelo, and there's some people out there in the circuit.
The age. A lot of people looked at the age, didn't they, and thought, oh, he's too old now. You know, he's been around the block. He's coming. He'll come. Dillian White will stop him or beat him on points in this game, and then move on. But it hasn't worked out that way. Now he's got the rematch. Now, you know, I think Povetkin's played with him a little bit with taking off of with the, you know, the COVID situation and putting out the other fight. But I just literally all it comes down to is he's got to stay alert. He's got to stay switched on for them 12 rounds, whatever they're in there for. He has to stay on it. But we'll see what he does different.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be another crack.
Yeah.
I'd like to bang. So it could go the same way. It could go the other way. Whether it'll go points or not, I'm not so sure. But it'll be interesting for as long as it lasts. Well, as always, mate, great having you on. Good friend of the show. I hope all goes well for David on Saturday night, and I'm sure it will. And Umar, obviously, on Saturday night, because you've got close.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you soon, all right, Eddie?
Yeah, 100%, John. Good to hear from you, mate.
Yeah, you too, mate. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.